According to the information reaching us here at this studio, 4 of United States of America Senate have joined the call for Biafra recognition. They have joined the call for Zoo Republic of Nigeria punishment. They have also joined the call to make sure that Nigeria disintegrates. They don't know what hit them. According to our local dialect, they say, they play and the thing they show. When they tell them, keep away from US and Israel matter, they do head like Agama lizard. Now all of them full eggs, they rant. And it is they want to use propaganda. They begin to remind you of Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, and every other place. Why must you be the one to choke mad for their matter when they are not even mad for your own matter? Can't you see that it can only get good when it gets worse? That is my own words, and they must surely come to pass. It will get worse. Something must trigger this action now they are raising against the zoo. And they don't know, because I say, my brother, you can as well agree with me. That any stubborn fly will always go to the grave with the corpse. You don't hear. They tell you, you no agree. They warn you, you don't want to understand because you feel you have a backing of UK. Now UK have left you behind. And now US, they rubbish you, Nigerian government like say tomorrow no day. Anyway, my people, beg, let us read the news where they before us here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are today. Don't forget. Now, the 7th day in the month of October in the year of 2025. Abiakwame again. When Okulo and kids in Asia. Or you can as well call me Amandia Neze or Ukute Daily Talk too. Ngwa, here are the news in details. Breaking news. 4 more United States of America senators have joined Ted Cruz to push for the designation of Nigeria over Christian massacres and worsening violence under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On October 6th of 2025, multiple sources reported that 4 additional U.S. Republican senators, Ted Bugg, Josh Hawley, Pete Ricketts, and James Langford, joined Senator Ted Cruz in a letter to Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The letter urged the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which is CPC, under the International Religious Freedom Act, citing ongoing violence and terrorism against religious minorities, especially Biafrans, including massacres by groups like Boko Haram and Fulani militants. This aligns with the March 2025 USCRRF recommendation to restore Nigeria's CPC status, which was removed in 2021 after being added in 2020. The push highlights incidents like the June 13 of 2025 killing of over 200 Christians in the north-central Nigeria and broader patterns of over 52,000 Christian deaths since 2009. Nigerian officials, including Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Ed Bayo Ononuga, have rejected the claim as malicious lies and divisive, emphasizing that the violence stems from banditry and terrorism, not systematic religious persecution, and affects all faiths. The senator's action is part of Cruz's broader Nigeria religious persecution and affects all faiths. The senator's action is part of Cruz's broader Religious Freedom Accountability Act of 2025, which seeks sanctions on officials enforcing blasphemy laws, which Nigeria also fall under. Anyway, and I don't hear the thing, how the thing take be. You don't need anybody to tell you that this thing is black and why the thing is white. So this message is very, very clear. It is audible to the feast, I be feasible to the task. I don't know how to speak this English. I beg, make I know Kimi. Anyway, my wonderful people, I don't hear the news. I repeat again, it can only get good when it gets worse. Nigeria is at the point of no return now. And that's more time. In fact, that's me at the one time. Anyway, let me see what our brother said at the comment section. King Silly Wangu said, let Buhari and others, including Hope Uzodinma, they also be brought. In fact, they need to prescribe hope and dead Buhari. Make them go bring his dead body. They need to prescribe him over and over and over again. In other words, banning anything that got to do with the Buhari, both my special aides, special assistant, on media and whatever, families, even extended families, all of them have to be banned, according to what my investigative journalist is telling me here. Okay, Reverend Ifeanyi Jerry said, keep pushing it as a soldier of Christ. It must surely yield fruit. Ezekiel Aibe said, Nigerian government always pretends as if the world is not aware of what is happening. Even the government is one-sided Muslim government. And they are still saying that the Christians are not being mutilated. You can imagine that. Adebayo Tunde said, something must be done before it is too late, my brother. Nnamdi Kanu made it clear. He said, divide the country to save lives. Keep Nigeria together, then you keep losing life. And that's exactly what we have been saying all this while. This one, okay. Brightus Donato said 2015 game. Tinubu, Buhari, Barack Obama, and APC play to remove Goodluck Jonathan. Is on the motion. Tinubu is a one-time president. The cup you use to give somebody water is the same cup they will use to give you the same water too. Propaganda don't enter them. Onya Fule said, thanks to information technology, no hiding for liars. Let's Nigeria invest in it. It will help them a lot. God power, Samuel said, day of reckoning is at hand. Ngwaleniana, Osetigonu, Yawawugo, Ebregona Mbabu, Michael Nnamezie, Lemetuku said, good, better, waiting for the best. Abi, ha, Ngwaleni Fanny, also again, congratulations, sir, for all you have been doing. Franklin Sunday said they should sanction all politicians and families, starting from the criminal drug lord president to his governors down to the local government chairpersons. In fact, all of them should be denied visa to any country, both medical and otherwise. My brother, you have spoken my mind. In fact, this one we talk, Naimbi Oga Pata of them all. Daniel Onyebuchi, Ngwokwosio, all these are jargons, words without action, made them go rest. One day, there's action, don't forget it. Now Joe Biden, now he put us where we dey now. Now Joe Biden, now he put us where we dey. Chigozie Nwoziri said President Tinubu is a Muslim. He went to Umrah, where they go to throw stones to Satan, and the Arab world gave him conditions, so he can't stop the killing of Christians. Rather, he is negotiating with them. An act of terrorism, but hope, freedom is on the way. Oh, Wankata. Uwoma Oguma said, till their children and close friends start getting visa deniers, nothing would happen. Obinna Daniel, Nigeria go hear am soon. They did say not to pay 20K online. Maybe they push propaganda, say, no be lie, my brothers, when I go see the one way past Biachi. Okay. Banja said the best solution is disintegration of Nigeria for peace to reign. Marshal Odede, till they act, it is all stories made for weak brains. Abi, that is your own. Franklin Okore, Northern Nigeria and parts of North Central are strictly under Sharia law. Unrepentant Christians are punished there. The U.S. Senate must know that those in power are predominantly Muslims. They despise Christians as recommended by the Holy Quran. Nigeria exists in pretense. Recent killings emanated from hunger, starvation, deniers of acute hardships, bigotry, and hate. Nigeria is on a serious quagmire with urgent solution. A senior citizen in Nigeria is paid $100 a month. This amount is saved by him while in service. The politicians are the harbingers of religious persecutions in Nigeria. Butun Sakiwa said, senators of U.S., since when Nigeria and Nigerian government made a point of duty putting mouth into the problems of U.S. citizens. Senators are trying to cause religious crisis in Nigeria upon Boko Haram and other criminals being sponsored by USAID. Nigerians have been suffering since the last 20 years. U.S. and Europe are losing grips of Africa, and they would continue to lose, and Africa must be free and develop to their taste. Sebastian Okonkwo, the Owo Catholic Church massacre in August of 2024, in which terrorists laid siege in a cathedral in early morning church service and opened fire with machine guns, spilling the blood of the thousands of worshippers and leaving hundreds wounded. 7 of terrorists who were apprehended were granted bail by a high court judge in Osogbo in Osun State of Nigeria after 3 years in detention. You can imagine that. One Konesin says, sell all the properties belonging to all Nigerian politicians, both past and present. Freeze their account. Stop them from coming to receive treatment abroad. And then we will know where we stand. Nicodemus said, in Nigeria, 6 people could be killed in religion-related violence or in any form of violence, and it will absolutely mean nothing to our leaders. People will just be going about their businesses, and in the matter of blinking of eyes, the situation is completely forgotten. Human life is so flimsy in Nigeria under Buhari and Tinubu's administration. Anyway, my people, now here we go take back break, because if you say we should continue reading this comment, we no go from here today. I tell you the gospel truth, because comment here is more than what I can. What amount can read or what I can comprehend. Anyway, have a nice day. I'm going to good Lord continue to bless us as we share this message. It shall be well with all of us. Kemesiano.